Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? The King of Lightning here today to review the sequel. And that's right, it came out recently online. And I'm not too sure if that means that it's already out in Japan or if it's going to come out soon, because normally it comes out earlier online. Scanlations, wonderful. But I'm here today to review the sequel, the first chapter of the sequel of the Kuroko no Basket manga, Kuroko no Basket Extra Game Chapter 1. Now, before I get started, I do want to say, if you don't know, Season 3 of Kuroko's Basketball is coming out in like a few days' time. I want to say about 2 weeks from now. And I do like the fact that from a relative time perspective, both the sequel of the original manga and Season 3 are coming out. So that to me is pretty damn cool. Now, that being said, I have no idea how long this review is going to be, because this chapter was fairly lengthy. I mean, it is the first chapter of the sequel, so it was around like 40 pages. And honestly, I have mixed feelings across the board. There were some things I'm like, thumbs up. There were some things I'm like, fuck no. Like, wait, what is happening here? And I guess the best way to start it off is where I see this sequel going. And it may not be the case later on down the line, but as of right now, this is what I'm seeing. First of all, based on the title in of itself, Kuroko no Basket, extra game, not plural, singular, extra game, one game, uno. And that means to me, automatically, that because the focus is on this street ball team that have been touring across the globe, and they're ending off their tour in Japan, the Jabberwock, like fucking Jabberwockies, like that one dancing squad. I remember like there was like a TV show on like MTV a while ago. Like you had like these dancing squads like face off against each other, and then they'd be judged. And one of the teams that won like the first season was like the Jabberwockies. Well, these guys, they're the Jabberwock. And it looks like the entirety of this sequel is going to be based on the Generation of Miracles, meaning, well, plus Kagami Taiga. So you have, obviously, you have Kuroko, you have Almine, the wondrous Almine, the godly Akashi Seijiro, forever epic Midorima, Murasakibara, and then you have Kisei, and you have, of course, Kuroko, and then you have, Kagami Taiga. So basically the thing here is that you have these 7 plus extra guys, according to Ida Riko's father. They're going to have some other bench members, so I'm assuming like other high-tier high school players, like, let's say, what's-his-face? Tatsuya. Himura, Kagami's friend. And other high-tier players in Japan face off against the Jabberwock. Like, that's what it seems like this entire sequel is going to be about, based on the events that are unfolding and the chapter and like the title of the sequel alone, Extra Game. Not games, game. So again, this could change later on, but I'm not too sure. The next thing that I want to talk about is the fact that when it comes to the way it starts off, it's like very abrupt. Like, all of a sudden some guys walk in, fucking, yeah, Jabberwock, yeah, and like they're coming in all badass and shit. And, well, they're badass, but they're looking like straight up thugs. Just a bunch of uppity niggas. And then you have, Jason Silver, who's like 6'8", just big and mean. And then you have, like, the head honcho, Nash Gold Jr. I'm like, what the? Like, so these guys, they come in immediately and easily establish themselves as the antagonists, as the bad guys. They come in there, they literally clean house with the college team that was accumulated for this particular tournament, which basically, I forgot what their names were, but the thing here is that it was like Kasamatsu, it was like Kenichi, like that big center from Yosen. It was that one guy from Shutoku. I forgot what his name was. The guy with the blonde hair. It was also... I forgot who was specifically, but I remember that there was someone else, and I think he was from... Oh, yeah, the former point guard for Toll. I forgot his name. Shit. The guy with the glasses. I forgot his name. So, basically, because it's been a while. It really has. I want to say his name, Imayoshi, I think his name is. Whatever. Fuck it. The thing here is this. These guys, plus other people that were like, you know, I guess high-end in college basketball in Japan, they get spanked. Like, these guys streetball, bouncing off heads, dribbling through the damn shirt, and then you just have Silver just dunking, like, yeah, dunk, like, just slamming, like he's Shaq. And they're dominating. Overwhelmingly dominating. And then they have the whole, okay, well, we're going to have our speech in front of, because there's the news crew there, and so they want to have a few words from Nash, the team captain, and then Nash, who previously was, he seemed to be like an okay dude. You know, he had that ferocious look to him, but he seemed like an okay guy. He managed his team. But then beforehand, we find out that, you know, Idarika's father, when they took him to, like, some place, I don't know what it was, like some place where normally 18-year-olds shouldn't go. Like some red light district place, fuck it, whatever. Thing here is, they went there, they fucked around, they ruined, like, an entire room, they fucked it up, and apparently, according to Himura, when he was in the States, he actually heard a rumor about these guys, the Jabberwock, and it wasn't a pleasant rumor. And then, lo and behold, this guy, he starts spewing, like, all this shit. Like, all the Japanese people here, they're monkeys. And so when you're playing basketball, it's like monkeys playing basketball. You guys are a joke. And they did beat out this college team 86-6. I'm like, fucking damn. Like, these guys punking. Like it's their damn job. So, automatically, it was weird in the sense that, wait, so if these guys are like this all the fucking time, then how come they're so damn popular? Like, they're popular across the entire globe. United States specifically, and I can see why. But specifically when it comes to, like, let's say if they were in France or in Italy, or if they were in Thailand, if they were in South Korea, places like these, makes you wonder, so when they go to Japan, it's only now they act this way? Really? So, like, it's odd in that sense. So it's very abrupt because, again, like, they come in there, we're the bad guys, we're thugs, we do what we do, fuck it. And ain't no one stopping us. And also, based on that alone, based on the fact that it was stated that these guys potentially had the same skill level as the Gen, only they were in the States, this obviously set up the whole, okay, so forget about every other character that comprises of, other teams like Seiden, Shutoku, fuck them. We're only going to focus on the Gen. We're only going to focus on the Gen plus Kagami, and that's it. And then maybe Rico, maybe Momoi, I don't know. But it looks like the team coach is going to be Rico's father, and then it's going to be the 7 guys plus extra people that are also well-renowned among high school players. That's what it seems like. So it looks like automatically we're stunting the characterization of other characters. Like, for example, Seiden, now they have freshmen, and apparently when it came to Inter-High, the Team Seiden didn't do all that well. But you have Izuki, you have Hyuga, they're now seniors. You have, I think Tako's like a second year. You have Wakamatsu, who I think is also, at this point in time, a second year, or he's a senior, I'm not too sure. So, again, basically, the thing here is that I was hoping to see what we saw in the previous series of Kuroko's basketball, where it would be the development of the new teams, in a sense, the new teams, because you have seniors leave, and you have new freshmen come in there, and then you have people who were formerly not in position, like they were not captains, now they are captains, like Wakamatsu, and see how this plays out for like the new year, pretty much. And the fact that the inner high is already done and that Team Saiyan didn't do so hot is fascinating, but we're not going to see it, obviously, because now we're going to focus on, these guys. And the fact that, because to me, I think one of the coolest aspects would have been if we're going to have this whole all-star team, which, again, I was for, I wanted them to go to the States, not vice versa. So there would have been an element of adventure and exploration where it's not like the first time for Kagami and maybe Himura comes with them, but it would have been an experience for the Generation of Miracles to go over to the States, like California, and experience basketball there, experience the culture there, and certain things that would have been a nice touch, a nice sprinkle to the overall story of Kuroko basketball extra game. But no, they're coming over here to Japan, which pretty much leaves the environment the way it is, so there's no room for exploration. And then you have, again, these abrupt thugs come in there like we're dominant, like we're number one, fucking gold silver brothers over here. And the fact that, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, the fact that you have these dudes come in there and half of them, the majority of them are straight up brothers. And they're bona fide thugs, alright? Wannabe gangsters. We here, we here, yeah, yo, yeah. I'm wait, what the fuck? Really? I mean, talk about stereotyping 101. Fuck. Goddamn. And then again, I gotta say, it's the cool, suave. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Nash had a British voice actor. I really wouldn't be surprised at all. So it's a cool, suave with the guy with the suit, white guy. He's the one who's yeah, I'm a nice guy. All of a sudden, no, I'm not a nice guy. You're all monkeys. And then spitting Kasamatsu's hand, that type of shit. So. And plus it's the fact that they're also Americans, so we're Americans, we're punks, fuck Japanese culture, we're number one, and it's that shit. It's so stereotypical. It's really, on mad levels. And honestly, I think it's too damn easy. The foundation of why they're creating this team to face off against these guys, it's to pretty much reclaim Japan's honor in basketball. That's what it is. It's too fucking easy. When you have the original story, there were a lot more complex aspects involving characterization, involving what is morally right, what is morally wrong, and then, obviously to me, Akashi is a prime example of that. About victory, and then the cost of not attaining victory, and how natural victory was for him. There were a lot of complex aspects involving the original story. But I'm not getting that right now from the Jabberwock. And again, this has just started. But these guys automatically seem like just bona fide bad guys. And that's what it's going to be. Once they lose, they're going to have their apology or whatever, in a story. And Japan has reclaimed its honor in the field of basketball. So, overall, okay, fine. So, before I do the overall thing, let me talk about what I think I did like. I did like seeing some of the new, okay, fine, well, they're not new designs, but it was cool seeing characters that we like, again, together, where they stand, so on and so forth. Knowing that Kasamatsu and Kenichi and the other folk, how they're in college now and they're still playing basketball at the college level. How you have people, for example, you still see the nice cohesion between Yosen and Shintoku. Even though they've lost key members that are now in college, they're still chilling, they're still a unit. Pretty cool to find out. How you still have Team Satan busting their ass as usual, training and trying to be, because now that they have the title, they're the best team in Japan, high school level. So now it's kind of we're gonna bust our ass to try and maintain that, and see how Riko and Hyuga, you have their teammates like Koga and Izuki. They're trying to push that bond, that relationship forward. So again, like, you know, you have those moments that are pretty cool, pretty refreshing. You have mainly, when it comes to designs, like, everyone's like the same pretty much. I think Kisei's hair is more wild. I'm not too sure. Like, he hasn't, like, it's more unkept. It looks like the hair grew for Murasaki Bara, for Midorima, and for Kuroko, and then everyone's like the same pretty much. So, but it was refreshing. It's like, these are our dudes. Like, these are the dudes that we love to see in anime and in manga do their thing. And it was cool to see them just once again. So I did like that, obviously. And then it was seeing the same interaction between Idarika and her father, how that's not really changed, but her father actually being who appears to be like, he appears to be like the head guy, like the head coach. He's gonna be the one to take the reins, take the bull by the horns, as opposed to his daughter. I mean, that's the way it seems. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Riko's gonna come in and like assist, like be like an assistant coach, and then have like Momo be like the manager of the team, like some shit like that. Like a whole, I can see it being like an effort on all parties to try and beat these villains that have defiled Japan's honor, Banzai. So again, I can see it playing that way. I can see the framework for this, and I do like that framework in that aspect alone. So there are parts that I do like for this chapter, but then there are parts I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So you see where I'm getting these mixed feelings from. You see clearly. So overall, the chapter, I don't know where I stand. I'm gonna lean more towards it's an okay plus okay chapter, but at the same time, I'm afraid that this is going to be, it's not gonna be up to snuff compared to the original story. That's my fears at this point in time. So overall, I'm done. King Lightning, give me your thoughts. What do you guys think so far about the initial chapter of Kuroko no Basket Extra Game? And I will see you guys and gals later for chapter 2. So rate the video, comment, subscribe. It's back. Peace. Have a nice one.